Okay, everyone, it is time to get those ducks in a row. I'm going to walk you through 3 really important steps to establishing your business as a legit business. So, those 3 things that we're going to go through are your business name, also known as your registered DBA, your tax ID or EIN, and your business bank account. These 3 things are so important and are really going to make the difference in how you run your business and how you think about yourself as a business owner. Just the fact that you take these steps really pushes you into a whole nother level of business owner and means that you take this seriously and you want to see your business succeed. So let's talk about doing business as. First, I want to say that if you just want to use your own legal name, you are welcome to skip this step. So if I just wanted to operate my business under the name Melissa Whaley, I am completely allowed to do that, and I do not have to go and register doing business as. If I want to use the name Whaley Bookkeeping or Whaley Bookkeeping and Tax, then I need to go down and file a doing business as so that those business names are associated with me as a person. So yes, if you want your specific business name, you need to register a DBA. Now, a doing business as a DBA, again, is a local thing. You don't have to file it with the state. You don't have to file it federally. All you have to do is go to your local county jurisdiction and register that business name. So because we're all in different areas and it varies slightly from state to state, county to county, the best thing for you to do is to search online for your state, county, and the term DBA. And this should point you to the right department. Usually it's often referred to as the Office of the Registrar, and they will have a form for you to download, fill it out, and pay a small fee. And you can also check with them to see if the name that you want has already been registered, because the purpose of registering your business name is twofold. 1, it's so nobody else can start a business using that same name. And 2, it's so that business name is associated with you. So when we go to our next couple steps, that everything lines up and is connected to you as a person. The other thing you can do is just call up your county information line and talk to them about what steps you need to do to register your doing business as. This step is not terribly complicated, and you will find online when you do searches sites, legal sites that say, oh, we'll file this form for you for $50 or pay us $100 and we'll register your business name. I don't want to call them a scam, but I will say that you are fully capable of filling out a form and paying a fee yourself. The form is not confusing usually, and there's no reason to pay a third-party service to do a simple task like this for you. All right, the next step, once we have our business name registered, we've paid our fees, everything is good, it's been accepted, we need to get our tax ID, which is also referred to as an employer identification number or EIN. Don't worry, you aren't required to have employees because you have this number. This is just a tax identification number that associates with your business name rather than your social security number. So it's completely separate from your personal social security number. It's 100% free and quick. You do it online. And this helps protect your identity as well as establish your business as its own. So it's really easy. You just go to the irs.gov website. I have the full URL listed here, and I'll also put that in the resources section of this lesson so that you can go to that link and do that. But please make sure that you file your doing business as first, because what would really be a bummer is if you went to file your business name registration and it was already taken and then you had already done the tax ID. So there's a reason I have these steps in a specific order. So register your business name, then apply for your tax ID. And just a quick note, especially for those of you who do freelancing and get paid through a 1099 miscellaneous, If you have already given your social security number to clients on a Form W-9, when you get this tax ID, you can just fill out a new W-9 and send an update. And I'm going to talk a lot more about the tax forms in a later lesson, but I just wanted to throw that out there real quick. And then the last thing that we really want to take care of is a business checking account. So after steps 1 and 2 are complete, you are ready to head to the bank. And this is really important to separate your personal and your business banking. This is important to the IRS to see that you take your business seriously. It's important because then you can prove that your business expenses were business and not personal, and vice versa. And you'll be able to track things a lot more easily, especially once we get into the nuts and bolts of bookkeeping. And you'll feel a lot less stressed knowing that your business's stuff is in your business account and your personal stuff is in your personal account. And I will teach you all about how to move money between the accounts and how to track that. So don't worry about that too much. And just know that a business checking account is a really important step. And the other good thing to know is that there are a lot of different banks that offer free checking to small businesses. Just search online for banks that offer in your area. So there's different banks in different states. There are nationwide banks that offer free checking for small businesses. There are usually local credit unions that will often offer free checking for small businesses. So just check around and do your research, do your homework. I have a few resource links in the resources section of this lesson, so you can check those out as well. And what you'll need to bring with you when you go open this checking account is your DBA form and your tax ID, because the bank account is going to be associated with your business tax ID. So see, there's a reason why I had you do steps 1 and 2 first. And then, of course, you're going to need your regular driver's license, identification, all that sort of stuff, and some money to open the account with. So please do that. And then now you have all 3 ducks in a row. And I just want to remind you what we talked about in the last lesson, determining whether what you're doing is a hobby or a business. So these 3 things alone, doing your business name, getting your tax ID, and opening a business checking account, those 3 things alone will help protect you from being considered a hobby in the eyes of the IRS. And that's a big deal, and it's very important to do those things. And it also really, like I said before, legitimizes you as a business owner, legitimizes your business, and means that you are taking this seriously and are going to take this to the next level. So your homework for this lesson is go complete those 3 ducks. Make sure you have those 3 things in order. You may have 1 or 2 or none done. So take the time to research and go do these things so you will be ready for our next lesson.